The Libido Doctor is in.
Hello and welcome to Libido Doc. I would like to talk to you about 5 types of partners or spouses that are not really beneficial for you. So if you are still in courtship, pay attention to these signs and make sure you don't move forward. If you are already engaged or married to someone with these characteristics, you need to think twice. All right, so let's go. Number 1 is the competitor. What do? They celebrate your failures instead of celebrating your successes. They want to be better than you, and they are constantly comparing what you do, what you achieve, and what they do and what they achieve. You usually see that in couples who are in the same area of maybe education or work, or they have the same kind of competency or capacity or same industry. All right, so they see you as a rival and not a partner. They downplay your victories and they are quick to point your flaws. Sometimes they will tell you that they're giving constructive feedback, but no, be careful. Okay, sometimes also they do not support your passion. If you're trying to do something in that field or in a different field, they will always discourage you and cause you to let go of your ideas, of your projects. Or if you're at the beginning stage, they will actually even mock you, because everything starts small and you have to enjoy and recognize that small beginnings are not a sign of failure, but they are a sign of beginning. That's just what it means. So pay attention to the competitors and be careful with them. The second type of spouses are the users. And we see that a lot among women. They are the people who are always taking, always asking, never giving back. They are not grateful for what they have. They always belittle if you don't give enough. They guilt you if you don't give what they want. They only come around when they want something. And when you want something, they are not able to rise to the task. They are not able to help you. Or even if they give you something, it's always when you've given more than what they are supposed to give to you. You have to be careful, because they exploit you and they almost never return the favor. Well, some women thrive in this type of behavior, and it's really up to the man to decide what type of partner he wants to be with. Okay, the third type of partner or spouse or boyfriend, girlfriends you must beware of are the blamers. What do? They always pointing fingers. When a situation arises, they don't take blame. They don't see what they could have done to make it better. They accuse you of the failure. They accuse you of the mistakes. They always blaming you, always criticizing you. This is not only a sign of lack of maturity, but it's also a sign that they are not able to take accountability for anything that happens. If it's a man who is doing that, you as a woman, you're going to distrust him. And because you distrust him, this safety, this emotional safety that you're looking in a man is going to disappear. Therefore, you enter in survival mode. And the other thing you need to remember is that Satan is the accuser of the brethren. If you are with someone who constantly accuses you, constantly blames you, constantly points the finger at you, he's not meant for you. He's not uplifting you. Remember that Ephesians 5:25 recommends that a husband must love the wife. But how does he do that? By uplifting her with the word, by building her up. A man is supposed to have enough capacity for himself plus capacity for you. He's supposed to give you room to grow so that you can bring forth all those hidden gems that you have inside of you. All right? So the fourth type is the complainer. People will complain all the time. Oh, it's too much work. I don't want to work more. I'm cleaning this house is too much. Oh, the cooking, oh, the kids and this. Or a man who goes to work. Oh, I've been working so hard. This is too hard. This is, oh Lord. Or they are ungrateful. They are very negative. Even when an opportunity comes along, they don't recognize it because they don't want to put the work into building something. You know, those type of partners are very draining, and they will prevent you from achieving great goals or doing exploits because they're always minimizing everything that comes their way. All right. And then the fifth type, which is the most dangerous, is the abusers. Abuse is not just physical. Abuse can be emotional. People who talk you down, people who belittle you, people who constantly accuse you. You know, the blamer, the accuser, all those people, the guilter, people who guilt you to get their way in your pocket or in your mind or in your body, they all abusers. This is emotional and mental abuse. But you also have physical abuse. Physical abuse occurs when they hit you, they push you, they pull your hair, they just physically put their hands on you. A man that feels the need to brutalize a woman, this is the lowest. Okay, I heard my pastor say that even animals do not beat their female partners. So you as a human being who is putting your hand on a woman, you are lower than an animal. And this has to stop. And the other thing a lot of men do is financial abuse. What they do, they take the finances of the family and they stock it somewhere, or they make you believe that there's no more money, or they stash, the cash, or, they just do things to limit your access to finances, or they remind you that they're paying your car. So if they stop the payment, you're not going to have a car to drive your own children to school. Or they remind you that, they're paying the house and they're going to stop paying the mortgage, and we're going to see how you will continue to have your lifestyle. This is financial abuse. And all those qualify for separation. Anytime a man becomes verbally violent, physically violent, and financially abusive, you have to be careful. Now, I recommend that all women have a way of making their own money. Yeah, don't just depend on a guy because you become a toy in his sense, right? So these are 5 different types of spouses or partner, boyfriends or girlfriends you have to be careful of. We were born to fulfill a destiny, a divine destiny. But if you are with one of these type of partners, you will hardly be able to focus, to even understand what God has placed inside of you. So you have to be smart, you have to be careful, and you have to make the right choices. All right? This was Dr. Suzanne, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.